It don't matter that I see black men and women begging for change in the richest country in the world. And then the white people who gentrified it look down on them like this ain't their neighborhood. That don't matter, huh? The problem is your religions have confused you. You understand? They decided to turn around and take race out of the Bible when race is the most important card in the deck. You know why you don't know? Because you're oblivious when you walk through Chinatown. You know why Chinatown exists? Because race matters. You know why Bollywood exists? Because race matters. We are the only people who are brainwashed into thinking that race doesn't matter. If race doesn't matter, why is there Little Italy in the Bronx?
Right.
What's the point of Little Italy? What's the point of Chinatown? What's the point of all of this? Give me Psalms 83. Y'all better realize where you're at. You better realize the battlefield that you're on if you're a black, Latino, and Native Indian. Or are you comfortable because there's a Chick-fil-A on 125th Street? Right. Or you can get some Chipotle, so everything's all good, right? It don't matter that Lenox Ave is a dope spot. It don't matter that every time I get off the 4 train, I see my brothers and sisters slump in the street. It don't matter that I see black men and women begging for change in the richest country in the world. And then the white people who gentrified it look down on them like this ain't their neighborhood. That don't matter, huh? Read.
Book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 3. Thou hast taken crafty counsel against thy people.
There has been crafty counsel taken against black and Hispanics. You want to know what crafty counsel is? How about crafty counsel is blaming blacks and Hispanics for their own oppression? How do you blame the oppressed for the oppression? That's like whooping somebody's ass and then blaming them for the beating when you just bullying them. It's your fault I beat you up. Fix your face. What you mad for? What you frowning for? You're supposed to give me your lunch money. Read.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
We are the Lord's hidden ones. You want to know how I know we're the hidden ones? Because every 20 years they rename you.
Right.
Every decade you got some new activist trying to come up and fight for civil rights. You understand? Fight for identity. Fight for a new claim. Fight for sovereignty. Fight for justice. We really never fight for justice. If we fought for justice, we would want the death penalty for the police who murdered us.
Right.
Don't matter if they're a civil servant. Read.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
They want to cut us off from being a nation. That's why they try to tell you your nationality don't matter. That's why they try to deceive you in thinking race don't matter. When race is everything. Race is all that matters. It's how you thrive as a people. It's how you know who your enemy is. It's how you know who's not wearing the same jersey on you. But you know what it is? We don't even want to compete. You understand? Every other race of people is competing with you. You think the East Indians are in school to be second place to your children? Nah. They want to get good grades so Google will hire them over you. They're competing with you. Right. You don't even realize you in an arena. The Chinese are competing with you. You understand? Let me translate this. The Chinese are your ops.
Right.
I got a translator, right? The Arabs are your ops. They're on the other side of the field. You understand? They're on the other side of the coin toss. And you didn't even show up to play. So they scoring and scoring and scoring and they winning. And we looking around and we can't even figure out why we losing. Because you ain't even really in the game. We are not in the game if we don't realize that we have a nation. If we don't realize that we're one people. Every other race of people, listen, I don't care if they're an African who flew off the plane. When they land in America, they know it's game time. and they putting on for theirs. Nigerians put on for Nigeria. You understand? The Taiwanese put on for Taiwan. Every race puts on for their own.
Right.
But you want to be an American. You understand? What has America done for blacks and Hispanics? What, gave you SNAP? You got an EBT card, so everything's cool, right? Well, meanwhile, I mean, they cutting it. We gotta beg for food stamps. We gotta beg for WIC. Like, are you serious? Like, look around you and see what time it is, man. Read.
Slack. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That the name of what?
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
And let me tell you something. They succeeded. Because when I talk to a black or Latino and I ask, what's your nationality? I get Negro, I get black, I get African American, I get West Indian, I get Jamaican, I get Bayesian, I get Dominican. You know Dominican means loyal dog? Y'all ain't know that? You understand? I get Guatemalan, Puerto Rican, I get Seminole Indian. You know Indian means savage? These are identities that they gave on us through colonization and oppression. But if I talk to the Chinese man, he gonna have a Chinese last name. What you think Chan is? Jackie Chan. You understand? Chan is not no white man's last name. You understand? You want to know a white last name? Hernandez. You want to know a white last name? You understand? Jackson. These are European last names. What's your native name? What's your native tongue? Why don't we know our identity? What were the Indians on the island of Puerto Rico speaking before the Spanish came? Anybody know? Their name was Taino, but that's what they called them. Before they were Taino, they were Borinquen. Before they were Borinquen, they were the tribe of Ephraim. Aparium in the Hebrew. Why don't we know this? Because in America, they want us to be good slaves. America wants you to focus on pleasure, on lust, and servitude to our oppressor. That's it. They want you. Why do you think they're about to raise the fare on the train 15 cents? They've been doing construction down there since the 80s. Some of them trains still don't have air on it.
Right.
You understand? You get on that one train, it's as hot as breath. But you gonna charge me another 15 cents? I understand why you hop the turnstile. I ain't saying it's right, but I understand it. We supposed to obey the law, but they just gonna keep juicing us and juicing us and juicing us, and we can't even get air on the train, but they gonna raise it to $2.90 next month. You understand? That's what they gonna do. They gonna keep raising it and give nothing back. What has America done for black and Hispanics? I'll ask it again. What have they done? Stole your identity? Took your country? Erased your entire culture, our entire culture. What have they done for us? Come up with a new way to systematically oppress us every decade?
Let nobody tell you crap. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you are a black man like me. And it works out.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good ship. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?